U.S. President-elect Joe Biden has said that fighting COVID-19 is his top priority. In an address, Biden said that the vaccine trials have increased and that the U.S. might soon have a vaccine candidate. The statement comes as the president-elect convened a task force in order to devise a blueprint for tackling public health crises.
Now, we just received positive news in this fight with the announcement that there's been progress made toward a successful vaccine. Soon, the expectation is the FDA will run a process of rigorous reviews and approvals. And the process must also be grounded in science and fully transparent so the American people can have every confidence that any approved vaccine is safe and effective.
Joe Biden also urged Americans to wear a mask, saying that it was not a political issue, but one related to safety and the rising number of COVID-19 cases.
I implore you, wear a mask. Do it for yourself. Do it for your neighbor. A mask is not a political statement, but it is a good way to start pulling the country together. I want to be very clear. We're still facing a very dark winter. There are now nearly 10 million COVID cases in the United States. And last week, we topped 120,000 new cases on multiple successive days. Infection rates are going up, hospitalizations are going up, deaths are going up. This crisis claimed nearly 1,000 American lives a day, and nearly 240,000 deaths so far.
And our correspondent Jagriti Dave sent us this report from Washington, D.C., tracking the very latest. Take a look.
The key challenge is, of course, controlling the rising rates of infections in the United States. As you say, the approach that Joe Biden and the Biden transition team is taking is starkly different to that of the Trump administration, in particular the messaging. So this emphasis on wearing masks and taking the proper precautions, saying that wearing a mask is not a political activity, that it is sort of basic scientific understanding. The emphasis on science. He's appointed his COVID transition task force, which includes some really prominent scientists and health experts. One of those is former Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy and former FDA Commissioner Dr. David Kessler. That is very the emphasis on science, I think, is what the Biden transition team is trying to emphasize, which is very different to the emphasis of the Trump administration. Although, obviously, with the development of in terms of the vaccine, with the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, which early studies have shown to be more than 90% effective, the Trump administration is trying to take credit for this. Obviously, under Operation Warp Speed, the Trump administration did speed up the development of vaccines and therapeutics, etc. And so there is, but I think it's the messaging is the core thing that the Biden administration is really pushing for everyone to take personal responsibility when it comes to wearing masks.